Oh shit, man. Did you see what happened? Did you see that shit? My man unloaded one of those motherfuckers. Anyway, One Piece episode 638. Damn. Now anyway, this is an action chapter. We go into it. They go right into the tournament. What you call him, Blue Gilly. He starts fighting a few people and he's tearing their asses up. He ends up fighting this guy named Ricky, right? Now, Ricky, we find out he's using a blunt sword. You know, he's using a blunt sword. On top of that, when Blue Gilly finally deals with him, he kicks him in his head and breaks his mask. And you can see that this guy, Ricky, is old. So anime Rick is pretty old. And they just revealed that. And then he also says that he hates Doflamingo. Uh-oh. What's going on there? You see what I'm saying? Like, that was some foreshadowing going on right there. Anyway, we get back to the King of Providence. What's his name? Isabello. Oh, my fucking God. This dude's still sitting there. He's fucking the wind up. He's fighting the damn air. Woo, 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 woo. Still fighting the fucking air. Then he finds out some of the people that was protecting him, they got betrayed by Dagama. I don't know what happened with him. Because if I'm not mistaken, he was with Blue Gilly. Well, it looked like he was with Blue Gilly. Blue Gilly goes over there and they team up or whatever. But really he was trying to betray Blue Gilly. I'm thinking that some of the people that he was with, he was double crossing so that he won't have to pay him. You know, like I think he was paying them to help protect the king, and then he said, "I'm a double cross him. That way, I wanted to pay him." That's what I'm guessing going on. Because at the end, it seemed like he was still protecting the king, because he went to, chop Blue Gilly up. Blue Gilly already knew what the deal was, so he took care of him, got him out the fucking ring. Anyway, we cut to my man Bellamy. Bellamy, he takes a few people out now. And this guy's still fresh. He didn't have to, like, his fights, he didn't really have to do much with his fights. He was busting their asses easily. But then he turns his attention to Bartolomeo, right? Because, Bartolomeo, he just took a few guys out. He took a few guys out, right? And I'm guessing that's, he had his sights on him. Damn, let me see what this rookie got up his sleeves. Anyway, he goes to face him. Throws a punch, the same damn thing happened with him. Hawk got tore the fuck up, he got tore the fuck up. Bounced him right off. So then he goes at him again. Happens again. He came at him harder the second time. My man loaded the fuck up. You seen the ground start breaking and everything? He loaded the hell up and it still wouldn't work. He got some kind of hacks, devil fruit power. I mean, this shit's kind of OP. Anyway, we cut back to my man Isabello, right? And you seen him loading up. He was still fighting the air, and Blue Gilly was getting ready to get at him, right? And right then, he said, your man Dagama's gone, everybody's gone. He said, you getting ready to get fucked up right now. And all you see him stop throwing the punches. And then the guy says, oh, you realize, shit's over. He says, yeah, it's over. It's over for a motherfucker I'm looking at right now. He says, I already done built up. He said, I ain't got to do shit but throw it. He said, that's all I got to do is throw it. He said, I ain't got to do nothing but unload the shit. Now, if you look in the audience, there was a guy who said that he heard about the king and that he threw a punch that brought down a whole fucking fortress. They said that his punch is even strong enough to knock out, take out a Yonko. That's fucking strong. Anyway, you see him, it looks like he goes into gear second and he just powers up. You see the fucking steam start coming off him. It's like within a 5 to 10 foot radius around him, it ain't nothing but steam and shit. So that's why this punch, it takes so long to load up, and it's so powerful. It takes a lot out of you. If it has the damn atmosphere around you changing, it takes a lot out of you. Now here's my one real gripe about this episode. So when we get to that point, they cut to Frankie and Soldier. Soldier reveals that he hates Doflamingo, and that he wants to destroy the factory. And Frankie says, okay, we should go there now. Anyway, after all that bullshit about them talking and whatnot, we cut back to the ring. Isabella just like, and he's loading the fuck up. My man's, his fist is shaking just like this. Damn, I got something wrong with my elbow. Like it's hurting actually doing this. Anyway, he's like, I ain't got to do nothing but unload this shit. Blue Gilly gets at him, jumps right in front of him. Everybody in the audience is scared because they know that if they don't get the fuck out the way, they can get killed. He throws that shit. Boom! The whole fucking ring goes up. I thought he was gonna throw a straight punch. Yeah, I think it would have looked better if he just threw a straight punch like that. But he threw a hook. But anyway, the punch was just epic. The whole fucking screen went gold. The whole fucking screen just turned yellow. Anyway, you see the damn groundbreaking is traveling straight towards Bartolomeo, right? And my man Bellamy is heading straight towards them. Right through Blue Gilly and everything. Anyway, once he got done throwing that, everybody in the fucking ring was gone. Now, the crazy thing is, the punch was directed straight, forward. But it's so powerful, it knocked everybody around. I mean, everybody around him. People behind him. Shit. On the sides. The whole fucking ring. That's how powerful the punch is. Even though it's directed, it's concentrated forward, it knocked everybody out. And these are strong fighters. We got Blue Gilly in there, Bellamy, what's my man name? Bartolomeo, who else is in there? We got, I think a lot of people got knocked out. But other than that, it's pretty strong fighters in there. And it knocked everybody. People that didn't even get hit directly got knocked out of the ring. And he's standing there with his fist up like this. It's over with. He said, I told your asses. Now, this punch was so strong. If anybody can recall Hercule from DBZ, Mr. Satan, his punch had to be at least half the strength of the Megaton punch. That's how strong it was. It was at least half the strength of the Megaton punch. That's how strong that fucking punch was. Not people out on the sides, Anyway, they revealed Bartolomeo's still there. Then they revealed his damn Devil Fruit power. He's a barrier man. His barriers are fucking powerful. I'm thinking that his barrier can actually compete with the Four Yonko. Not saying he'll win, because there's got to be a way past some barriers. You see the barriers look like they're flat. Look like he can't. It doesn't look like he can surround his whole body. So it looks like it's only in one space. So if the person's fast enough, they might be able to get around the barriers. Anyway, the barrier protected that half of the Coliseum. You seen when the king was loading his punch, the whole fucking Coliseum was moving. The whole acre was cracking up. So when he threw that punch and that barrier was able to block it, and you see the parts around the ring that was around Bartolomeo weren't disturbed, those barriers are fucking hardcore to the max. To the fucking max. And he can also use them for offensive purposes. He used it, sent it towards Isabello, knocked him out just like that. This dude is nothing to be, he ain't nothing to fuck with. Bartolomeo ain't nothing to fuck with. Then after that, we cut to Soldier and Frankie again. Soldier reveals that they need to save some workers in the Doflamingo's factory. So they pretty much establishing Doflamingo is not a nice guy. If they have to save factory workers, oh, that's a damn sweatshop. It has to be. And anyway, Frankie and Soldier, they're gonna head on over there and do what they got to do. This episode, like I said, this is like the last episode. This was just action. We got to reveal that there's some people that don't like Doflamingo. So even though Doflamingo seems popular in that island, there's a few people that know what he really is. And they revealed that's that factory man. It's a sweatshop. They got to save some motherfuckers up in there. Soldier, we really don't know what his backstory is, but he's got some kind of connection to Doflamingo. Also Ricky. and Ricky's pretty old, so Ricky might have been there, since the dawn of Doflamingo. So we gotta see what's going on with that. So they had a couple reveals, and they revealed what Bartolomeo's powers was. And his powers fucking hacks as hell. I'm thinking you just gotta have speed to be able to get to a point where that barrier isn't. Like if the barrier's in front of him, you're not getting through it. Shit, if that barrier could take a punch that could take out a Yonko and dish it out too. Man, but like I said, other than that, this was basically just action. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 5 out of 5. Why? That fucking punch was off the damn chain, and the action was on point, and the pacing was on point. And this was one of those episodes you really ain't got to dig too deep in, because it really wasn't a deep episode. So just at face value, that's all you had to take it. 5 out of 5. The only one gripe I had is right before they was getting ready, Isabello. Right before he threw that punch, they cut to my man Frankie and Soldier. That fucked the whole scene up a little bit. Well, it didn't fuck the whole scene, but it kind of like I was getting ready. I'm like this. I'm right alongside of Isabello, getting ready to throw the shit with him. I'm like this. And then they cut to that point, and it's like, okay, relax. I'm like, damn. You had to wait. Okay, cut back. But I just think it was just in the wrong place. If they would have showed that before or at a different point, or I don't think they could have showed it afterwards. I think the episode ended off on a good note, but I don't think that one scene that they showed right before Isabello threw that punch, I don't think they could have showed it then. But I think they should have showed it before that point, because that kind of like that suspense was being built up, and then that's when it dropped off. Anyway, let's go into the comment section, see what the hell is going on with you guys. The way they portrayed the punch was on point. They kind of dropped the ball with Bartolomeo's barrier, though. It was kind of basic looking. I don't know if they dropped the ball. I mean, the reason why I said that, it did look basic, but it's a fucking barrier. Like, what more can you do with it? I can't really fathom just the strength and the feats that they showed of it. I think is good enough. It just looks like an invisible barrier or something like that. And then they made it into a transparent barrier. I can't really see what could they do with it other than what they did. I can't really see how far can you really take barriers. What, give it color? What, make it solid? Make it look solid? I don't really see what he could have done. I mean, them making it not look solid is better, because when you throw that punch at him, you can't really see what's going on. Somebody that goes to face him throws a punch at him and doesn't know that they're getting ready, hit a damn wall. So I don't see like what they could have done. Maybe they could have, but I don't really see what they could have done. The feats alone is good enough. Anyway, go ahead, leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe. Anime and manga means more fucking boxers getting killed. I don't know. Shit, I couldn't think of nothing. But Isabello thought he won. Shit. And it looked like he did. Peace.